play against the strong AI pitchers.
Yeah, for sure. The AI pitching is definitely going to be top notch in this one.
Absolutely. Just going to watch strike two. That is a really hard to hit ball, so probably best that he looked at that one. 1-2 now to Keisha Phillips. Here's a good opportunity right here. He swings and fouls it back. Phillips is probably their best player on the team. I believe she was taken in the first round, if not Randy Johnson. I'll have to remind myself. Swing and a miss, strike three. Swung just a little bit late there, and Amanda Hellerman has her first strikeout in the AI. Up now is Ricky Johnson. Like we said, like the lineups I gave in the intro, that's all the AI lineups. That's what Mike is facing in his side of the game. Both teams play their own games, and then they compare scores. That's how it works for those who don't know. Ricky is going to ground this one over to the third baseman. Throw over the first is not going to be in time. A good effort by Nan Porter, but Ricky Johnson is on base with a one-out single. Here comes Jacinda Smith.
We just had an amazing simul stream in the Discord between Silver Bullet and Wiz, and Ricky Johnson played a factor in that game as well.
I heard about that game. I was so mad that I missed it. It looked like a real nail biter, honestly.
It was one of the best extra inning games I've ever seen.
Heck yes. Smith's gonna slap this one into left field for a base hit. There's two on with one out now. Here comes, wait for it, Sally Dobbs. Dobbs on a good day is probably one of the better players in the league. Excuse me, wow. A good opportunity here, but he watches strike one. That's a little low though, so I don't necessarily blame him. Here now is the, barely an outside pitch. If that was like 1 or 2 pixels closer to the left, it would have been a strike, but now it's 1-1.
At least in recent memory, it seems like if you have Sally on your team, you are gonna make the playoffs and go really far and possibly win the entire thing. So we'll see if that trend stays true for the Blue Jays.
That would be cool. That would definitely be cool for the Blue Jays, especially with Eauxps, who's known for being not necessarily playing on a more competitive side, which sometimes goes to his downfall. He literally, his title under Discord is the losingest coach in BBL history, which I hope that's not true, because he definitely, for a guy like him, I respect him so much. I wish that wasn't his title, you know? Here's the payoff pitch. Sally Dobbs is going to foul that one back.
It is true, but I do agree. It's kind of not something that you kind of want to, have, as like what you're known for.
I believe that is strike three. Yes, it is. 2 outs now. Amanda Hellerman, both outs are strikeouts.
But that
Lisa Crockett.
Sorry. That is definitely not what we value Eauxps for in this community. So even though you might have it as your Discord title, that's not who you are in our hearts.
Yes, and we are definitely going to miss you once the season's over. Lisa Crockett's going to slap this one right on past Miss Raquel, what's her last name? Raquel Cullen. And the bases are now loaded for Tony Del Vecchio, who can hit the ball well if given the right opportunity.
Tony Del Vecchio, bases loaded.
There's an outside ball one. This is a good opportunity for Tony here. There's one swing of the bat will easily put the Blue Jays up to have a really good lead. Here's a good chance right here. Fouled off.
That is a very good point. Question Monkey has the highest Lulu single game score of all time. That's where you should change your title to. Right there.
Vec looks at a low inside right hook. And those hooks from Hellerman really... Oh, we got a ground ball going down the line. Goes past Nan Porter. It looks like, nope. Smith slides in to be safe. Johnson scores. It's 1-0 Blue Jays here in the first. A great play there. A great hit there by Tony Del Vecchio. Now here's Dmitry Petrovic.
Got the first run to score, even though the ball never really got farther into the outfield, just barely leaving the infield.
Yeah, barely got by Porter there. Petrovic is going to slap this one into right field. Is this one going to drop? No, it's going to be caught by Francis Bluer, and that'll end things here for the Blue Jays here in the top of the first. Although we do get a run, it is 1-0. However, we look here at Mike's gameplay and his gameplay. Almost the exact same thing happened. He got a little bit of a ball that went past Nan Porter, but Keisha Phillips took advantage of her speed and scored another run. And now it is 1-1, I believe. Because one run against the Twins would be a negative run for them.
Yes, that is correct.
Nate, you're going to have to do
Yes,
the explaining of the... Because
Yep.
I'm still not fully versed in it.
Yep. So basically, what happens is that the two players play their games against the other team's AI roster,
Correct.
and their run differential is matched up, and whoever has the better run differential is going to win. Now, the exception of that comes in as far as the home team. Because they don't get to play the bottom of the sixth inning, and if they're going to win their games the majority of the time, unless it goes into extras. So for every run, they get an extra 0.2, which equates to an extra run every 5 runs.
All right. So if you do the math in your head, it all makes sense. Here's MikeMadness getting here in the bottom half of the first inning. Kenny Lofton is going to easily reach first base with a little bit of a blooper infield single. Barely goes over the head of Randy Johnson. Now here's Maynard McElroy. McElroy has got quite the speed. He's got 8 speed. He's got pretty good stamina, too. He's going to ground this one. Uh-oh. They're fast, but how fast are they? They do avoid the double play, but Lofton is thrown out at second. So, runner at first with 1 out now. Here comes Francis Bluer, who is easily the best hitter on this Twins ball club.
Yeah, Maynard is definitely the speedster defensive specialist type, and just had enough speed to beat out that double play.
It looks like he's going to go for a steal. Let's see what happens. Johnson's pitch. Outside. Is he going to swing? He's going to foul that one back. 0-1 now to Francis Bluer, who's got an 87 swing, the best on the team. Which means she's going to have to do all the heavy hitting if they want to score runs. Fouled off.
Interesting that, let's see if he tries to actually steal versus hit and run, because Tony's considered one of the best AI catchers.
Tony does have quite the arm. Francis Bluer fouls this one back. Every time I hear like that one sound effect of the choo type of throw, all I can think about is Tony Delvecchio right there. Francis Bluer takes advantage of an error from Randy Johnson, who drops it. It kind of got off of his legs, I think. Can't really tell through that replay. But what matters is Francis Bluer is on first. Maynard McElroy is on second. There are 2 on with 1 out here in the bottom half of the first. Here comes Jillian Payne, who also has quite a good bat, 83. She's batting .833 this season. She slaps this one into left field off of the glove of Keisha Phillips, who catches it. What a play by Keisha Phillips. My goodness.
Wow,
That is just so unlucky.
What an acrobatic play to just one catch it, and then, have the coordination and game sense to be able to throw over to second for the double play.
All right.
Oh, now we got a double
look
play.
Look at this double play
too.
from, yes, look at that double play from the Blue Jays. How about that? Good defensive heads-up awareness from the Blue Jays there. Here comes Billie Jean Blackfoot to lead things off in the top half of the second. For those keeping track, the score is still Blue Jays 1, Twins -1, even though it says 1-0 on the screen. I gotta look up and see who the Blue Jays' 9th rounder is. I believe it's it couldn't be Delvecchio.
I believe it's
Johnson.
I believe it's Ricky Johnson.
All right, cool. He just batted a few at bats ago. He scored the run, right? So he's probably coming up here in about 3 or 4 at bats, probably. Blackwood strikes out. That's Hellerman's 3rd strikeout of the game, or at least through the computer. I don't know how many strikeouts he's had. Mike has, again, been able to get thus far, but we'll be able to see in case we see another defensive clip. Here's Randy Johnson. Randy Johnson, albeit his 166 average, has the only home run thus far for the Blue Jays, which I find absolutely hilarious. That is ball one.
According to Schlim, if you ask him, Randy Johnson's a power hitter.
You know what? I'd buy that. Randy Johnson has hit a home run in real life. I believe he was on the Diamondbacks, and he just kind of reached for a changeup or something like that. Hit it over the Chase Field left field.
Ooh, that spitball. That would have been another power if Randy would have been able to hit that one in play.
Keeping with that line drive, he smacks one right to Hellerman for out number 2. And now Keisha Phillips comes back to the bat. Sally hoping an opening. Okay, yeah, that was just a poor thing. That was just poor stat reading on my part.
Ooh, there's a ground ball. That's going to get through, and that's going to be a power-up.
Yep, that's a power-up, all right. That's another power-up to add on to that crazy bunt. So let's see what else the Blue Jays have in store. Oh, and perfect timing, too, because here comes Ricky Johnson. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's a screaming liner. Question is, will he be able to hit it over the fence? He's going to watch that one for ball one.
Just clicked off the hit and run just in time.
Yes, like barely. All right, this is a good hit right here. He's hitting another spitball. That one's going deep into left. It goes off the wall. Keisha Phillips is going to fall over, but she's going to stay at second base. But that's another power up for the Blue Jays, which they can't use in 8 at bats. But still, some good weapons now for the Blue Jays.
And now they got an undergrounder too.
They got everything but the aluminum power. That hurts. But still very useful. Jacinda Smith looks at a very high and inside ball one. I'm surprised she did not charge Hellerman at that one. That looked intentional. Oh, again with this? Hellerman's just mad at this point. Uh-oh. Elevator. Going into left. That will also be a base hit. That will be a ground rule double. That's 3 hits off of power-up pitches. And that will score the Blue Jays' second run. It is 2-0.
And that's why they call Jacinda the MVP.
Exactly. She might not be the all-around best player, but by goodness, when she needs to be the MVP, she will be the MVP. And there's that aluminum power we've been talking about. I know it's very tempting. But only Ricky can use it, and he's just been thrown out. So we gotta see what happens here. No, I believe he's at third. Yeah, fly ball into deep left field. That is way back. That is going. That is gone. A 3-run jack from Sally Dobbs. It's 5 to -1. God.
We got the voice crack.
I got the Sean McDonough death voice crack, bro.
Let's go, Sally, with the Sally bomb.
Love to see the Sally bomb. Oof. Eauxps is doing a great job hitting against Hellerman today.
And now that's 5 runs, and that means that Hellerman is going to be off the mound pretty soon. So we'll see the first reliever, Nan Porter, coming in the mound, which is a Schilling clone.
Oh, still a good pitcher. So that's amazing. He was able to get the Schilling clone and the Randy clone. It's like the 01 Diamondbacks. You'd think they would learn their lesson from pitching power-up pitches, but thankfully this one goes high for a ball.
Well, they can't have another power-up pitch. They just got more of the ones they got.
That one's a strike. Perfectly placed in the outside low corner. 1-2 now to Lisa Crockett. Pop this one up. Porter runs under it. Easy play. Makes the catch. That's out number 3. You know, they really buffed Lisa Crockett in the later games. Like, hit power on Lisa Crockett, the ball's gone in, like, Baseball 05 and stuff. Border's going to ground this one. Uh-oh. Cannon. Tony Delvecchio with a classic cannon throw to get Nam Porter out at first base. One away. Here's Raquel Cullen.
Yeah, the Twins have a couple players on their team that I think a lot of veterans have kind of shied away from, in the Tony Gwynn clone and the Kurt Schilling clone.
Raquel Cullen makes it to first base on an easy, deep ground ball over to Keisha Phillips, who wasn't able to get the throw in time. Now it's Linda Potter. A throw from Johnson. Here we go. Fouled back. 0-1.
Mike has done really well with Raquel. I think Raquel actually had a home run last week.
That's some great stuff because Raquel's power is only a 64. That's some good hitting right there. We'll see what this turns out to be. That's one. And, oh, almost overthrown. But you remember, these are the tall kids, so Potter makes it safely at first. Now there's Mary Riley.
They don't call them the humongous Blue Jays for no reason.
Absolutely not. Swing and a miss, strike 1. How often does that happen, that every power-up shows up on the same board?
Very, very rare.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity right here. Riley, with woman on, 0-2 count from Johnson. Here's the pitch. Slapped into right, but Stobbs is right there, drops it. Throw to second, in time for out number 3. The score remains 5 to -1 at the end of 2. Top of inning number 3, here comes Tony Delvecchio. Had that
like
single that slapped into Blue Jays' first run in the first.
We got Mello in the chat, so maybe Mello can do the calculations and determine what are the odds of getting every single power up in a game.
Ooh, boy. That's something I'm learning in stats class right now, is probability. A low fastball, but Delvecchio hits it the exact same place he had his single the first time, and it's the exact same result, a base hit. Tony's actually going to run to second. See if he can stretch this out into a double, and he does. Great running, great base running from Tony Delvecchio. Very gutsy base running from Tony Delvecchio. Barely missed a tag. Now here's Dmitry Petrovich. Jays are straight vibing tonight.
Is Dmitry Petrovich your statistics teacher?
It's very I wish. I sure wish. I don't know what my stats teacher looks like. It's an online course. All I know is that the entire course is like done through like Pearson stuff. So really, I could just do all my homework tomorrow and like spend like 5 hours just like doing all the homework and stuff, and I would be set to pass that class. There's a low fastball for ball 1. 1-2 now to Dmitry Petrovich. Runner at second. Not necessarily the fastest Tony is, so he'll stay at second while Dmitry grounds this one and easily makes first base. There are 2 on with nobody out.
What a perfect swinging bunt for Dmitry. He calculated that perfectly. He planned that.
Absolutely. Everything he does is perfectly calculated, even when he messes up. Here's Billie Jean Blackwood. Ooh, another ground ball. Petrovich is quite fast, so he'll get to second. Billie Jean will get to first, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. Here's Randy Johnson.
Blue Jays are just hitting it in the perfect locations.
This is just good luck for the Blue Jays. Those ground balls were perfectly placed. So Randy Johnson looks at ball 1. Looks at strike 1.
Would be really tempting
very
to
hard
use
to
that
hit.
aluminum power bat right now.
Man, it is so tempting. He's like, what's negative 10 runs going to do to me? Ground ball, force out at first, force out. No, force out at home. No force at first, so there's only one out. But look who's coming up, Miss Keisha Phillips.
Now this is who you want up, and then you got Ricky up next with the aluminum power bat.
This is just trouble. Oh no, that's a pop up. Might be an infield. No, that's not going to be an infield fly. That's probably going to be a double play. Yep.
Pain.
Oof. That
Pain.
hurts to look at.
Much pain.
That's gotta hurt. But we'll see what happens. Top of the third inning. Looks like Jacinda Smith's going to drop a crazy bunt, and thus she did. That one went over to Maynard's trying to get it. Hellerman's trying to get it. Ends up in right field. And with Keisha Phillips' speed, she'll score easily from first base. Barely misses the tag. It's now 5-10 -2.
Wow, that was actually a really close play. I thought that was going to be an easy score, but just barely beat the throw.
Hellerman fouls back to start the bottom of the third for the Twins. Hellerman being the Randy Johnson clone, does that also make her a power-up hitter, or is it just Randy?
I think
Power
I
hitter.
talked to Slim about that. Since he is the subject matter expert.
I guess so. Might have something to do with her height.
Could be.
Now here's Kenny Lofton, who can hit the ball over the fence if he needs to. However, Mike has solely used him for line drives and grounders, which is probably the smarter option. Hellerman, well, he can't steal now.
Failed hit and run attempt, most likely.
Yeah, it's probably the best assumption there. Lofton. Pitch. He's going to pop this one up. Blackwood's under it, and she's going to easily make the catch for out number one. Throw to first is not in time. Barely missed out on that one. But their fastest player is out, but their second fastest player is coming right up.
Yeah, that one looked like that maybe going squared would have been the best stance to go on that one.
Mm-hmm. An easy out at second, but Maynard with his speed easily makes first to avoid the double play. There's two outs. Now here's Francis Bluer. If I'm Mike, I would probably, with two outs, go for power right now, but with Maynard being as fast as he is, and he's going for it. Oh boy, and he instantly regrets it.
Maynard might have been able to make that, depending on how the bounce was.
That's true. This is grass.
Would have been really close.
Oi, a grounder over to right field. Easy base hit. Let's see if Maynard can stretch from first to third. I think he will, and I think he will. Uh-oh, he's going for home. And he falls. He's going to get caught in a rundown, and he's caught up at third base to end the inning. Score remains 5-2. We now go to the top of the fourth, and here's Ricky Johnson, who has literally everything at his disposal. Of course, the easy thing. Ooh, he's going to go for the undergrounder. I believe Eauxps is hoping to get Ricky Johnson up again later today.
That's actually a really smart decision to not use the aluminum power bat and use it when there's runners on base, potentially.
Good move. All right, there's the undergrounder. Ricky's got a little bit of speed. Let's see how far he goes. That one's going to go over the fence for a ground rule double. So nobody on, and Ricky Johnson at second. Here comes, I believe it's, I gotta wait for it. It's Jacinda. Jacinda's got some great stuff going on for her as well. A double and a single thus far today. That one's going to be popped up. Well popped up into right field. However, that should be an easy play. And it is an easy play for Miss Francis Bluer for out number one. Ricky Johnson, however, moves to third on an easy sacrifice fly.
Nice base running there from Eauxps.
Comes Sally Dobbs. Dobbs had the home run that put the Blue Jays up by 6. This might be another one. This definitely will be another one. A 2-run home run this time for Sally Dobbs. That's her 3rd this season.
Sally doing it again.
It's this classic Sally Dobbs moment.
Crazy said in the chat that Eauxps collected the Infinity Stones of power-ups.
That's exactly what they are.
Now reality can be whatever he wants. I love that comment.
I just saw the most recent Ant-Man movie. Have you seen that?
I have not seen it. Is it good?
Oh my god, it is. It's not even good. Critically, it's not that good of a movie. But I probably had the most fun watching that movie out of any of the Marvel movies I've seen in theaters, solely because of how bizarre it is. Like,
Oh, wow.
it is incredibly bizarre. Like, I've never seen the Ant-Man movies in theaters. I've never really had the desire to see the Ant-Man movies in theaters, but my friends invited me, and like, I can't really describe into words what the frick I saw, but I will say I do not regret a single dollar that I spent.
I need
So,
to.
yeah,
I really need
if
to.
you want to.
Sorry, go ahead.
If you want a real acid trip, go see, and you do like superhero movies, go see Ant-Man, just to say that you did.
I really need to catch up on my my Marvel media because I used to be really into it. I used to play this mobile game called Marvel Strike Force, and I was really into that.
Well, there's a new Marvel game out called Marvel Snap, which is more of a card game.
I did see
All of
that.
my coworkers are playing it. It's a
Yeah,
fly
but-
ball over to center. Lofton's got it off of Lofton's head. And Lisa Crockett's going to get on base. He falls down again. Poor Kenny. No, let's not see that again. I don't want I don't want to see this man fail.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out for sure.
Kenny Lofton is like Juan Pierre Core, and like, dude's got a fun like batting stance, really fast, gets on base. He was one of my favorite players growing up.
I remember watching Juan Pierre quite a bit.
Del Vecchio's going to slap this one over to first base. That's probably going to be an out since it's in foul territory. And a diving catch by Raquel Cullen. Great play there by Raquel Cullen. There's 2 outs. Yeah, Juan Pierre's got stats that like that haven't happened since like the 1800s and stuff like that. That's how weird of a player he is, or at least is what I've been told.
Do you know what Lofton gives me the vibes of? Lofton in this game? Niger Morgan. That's the vibe I get from him in this game.
Genuinely have not heard of the guy.
Tony Plush? T-Flush?
T-Flush. I'm sorry. I don't get it. You're going to have to
Brewers
catch me up here
legend.
later.
Brewers legend. That's all.
Brewers legend. Okay, that's why I don't know him. See, I'm not John Boy Media. I don't know like every player since the 80s, but I will look the guy up for certain. Here in the bottom half of the bottom half of the 4th inning. Blue Jays up 2-0 in Mike's game. Jillian Payne is up to bat, fouls this one back, 0-2.
Who needs John Boy Media when you have Backyard Sports Center? That's all you need.
Yeah, good point. Love that promotion. Love that. Johnson has not struck Mike out at all, which is very good. Very good batting from MikeMadness, who slaps this one to the left. Johnson is there, however, for an easy out number 1. Here's Nat Porter. See, when I think of like players like that, the number 1 guy I think of is Gerard Dyson, because I'm from Kansas City, of course. And Gerard Dyson, he was the guy who like stole all the bases during the Royals run in like 2014. I don't remember how many he had, but he definitely had more than 5. He was a very speedy guy.
I do remember he was a really solid player for those teams.
Mm-hmm. And Porter, the 0-2 pitch, grounded over to left. Picked up by Randy. Almost picked up by Randy, excuse me. But thrown over to first by Sally for out number 2. How's Raquel Cullen, who's having quite a good year thus far. I think Mike wants to slap this one out of here. He's thinking about it. Nah, he's going to line it. He wants contact today. Swing and a miss, strike 1. I believe he was just a little bit late on that one.
Yeah, it looked like Randy's hamstrings might have got a little tight, not able to scoop down and pick that ball up.
Ooh, swing and a miss, strike 2. Had he been squared, that would have been a good hit. Cullen, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball went foul. Trying to look up Cullen's stats here, and Cullen, yes, she does have a home run, so she does have that potential, especially here in a offensively favorable field like Parks Department number 2. So the opportunity is there for the taking. There's a well-hit ball into left. Johnson picks it up, throws it to Phillips. Throws not in time. Raquel Cullen gets another base hit.
I don't know if anyone ever thought of this, but I've always wondered, even when I was a kid, this is Parks Department number 2. Where did Parks Department number 1 go?
Where are the rest of the Parks Department fields? That's my question. Why do you only play at number 2? That's a huge... Because, like, in the other games, it's like, oh, shoot. You know what I realized, Jimmy? They only played in Parks Department number 2. We should probably number some more of these parks. And then in backyard soccer and football, you play at Field B, Field C, Field D, Fields 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's never fixed in backyard baseball. I just want to assume that there was probably a Parks Department number 1, but it got replaced with a Denny's. That one's going to be flapped over to Keisha Phillips, so it's off her head, but a great catch by Lisa Crockett out in center. Way to work, way to pick up where Keisha Phillips left off. It is still 7-2 after 4. Now it's Billie Jean Blackwood.
That might be a good question for the devs if we ever get them back on a stream.
That would be really cool. That would be the first question I ask is, where's Parks Department Field number 1? We want answers. Light ball, they might run into each other. They will. And they drop. They both fall over. Billie Jean Blackwood's going to think about second, but stay at first for a leadoff single. Oh dear, that's very sad to look at it as a replay at like 2 frames a second. Johnson now. Will Eauxps go for power? No, he will not. High, very high for strike 1. Hittable. Grounded. Uh-oh, that's looking like an easy double play for the Twins. But Randy Johnson just barely legs it out. Stay safe on first base. 1 out. Here comes Keisha Phillips.
Unless the Blue Jays get into a double play here, we will see another power up.
Uh-oh, that one's deep. That one's gone. It's 9-0, which means it's 9-2. My God, that one was absolutely drilled.
Keisha just crushed that one.
My goodness. Was that a line drive?
I think that was a line drive.
Oh, my goodness. That just like flew like a rocket off of her bat. It's crazy.
And I wonder if she wants, if she's going to ask that if the opposition wants some catch up on that tater.
I'm sure. Now I'm hungry.
Sorry.
Here comes Ricky Johnson, who has not gotten out yet today and probably won't get out because of all the power-ups he's helming. I believe he still has that undergrounder for earlier, and he does. But I think Eauxps wants to play a little more astronomically. Here he goes. Sayonara. Look at Ricky Johnson go. You want to know why he's my favorite player? Because he just seems like a nice guy. Like, I would have definitely hung out with this kid if I went to elementary school with him.
638 feet.
My goodness. What are those BSER bats they used in college baseball for a long time? Back before the BB core days of now. Here comes Jacinda Smith. It's a double and a single. A triple is needed to hit 3/4 of the cycle.
Ricky definitely is someone that I would have hung out with as well. Just as a likable dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Smith looks at a very hard to hit strike. Low inside corner, as usual. Nan Porter. This one looks a lot more hittable. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's Nan Porter's first strikeout. And Jacinda Smith walks back to the dugout. There's 2 away here in the top of the 5th.
Ooh, the whiff on the outside pitch.
Here comes Sally Dobbs, who has 2 home runs already today. And she's looking for 3. Will we see it happen? That one's fouled back.
Can Sally get the hat trick?
That would be very fun to see. Well, not before Frances Bluer has anything to say about it, as she comes to the pitcher's mound. She looks at a very hard to hit strike 2, very high and in there. Frances Bluer, I believe her best pitches are the heat ball and the left hook. There's a fastball that is fouled back. Sally Dobbs, although she does have a 94% of power, her contact is only a 1, which is why you're going to see a bunch of foul balls here. Here's a pitch now. Uh-oh, is that devious left hook, but it's just a little bit low. Ball 1. Dobbs looking for 3. That's like perfect. Come on. Fouled away.
I know there's Sally is one of at least 5 players that have only 1 contact.
Fouled back. Did not want to risk looking at strike 3 there. The 1-2 pitch. That's slapped into short, over to short. Dropped by McElroy. Sally Dobbs makes it to first with 2 out. Good base running there by Dobbs. Here comes Lisa Crockett. I don't know why, but Lisa Crockett became a crazy power hitter once 2005 came around. Like, literally just all you gotta do, power, get the little circle thing right where the ball wants to be. That thing's going 400 feet. Now, in this game right here, not necessarily as strong as she would grow to become. That's called character development, for those who are wondering.
You could hit a home run with anyone in 2005.
This is very true. You can hit a home run with Gretchen Hasselhoff. I know that's hard to believe, but it's true.
I believe it.
This is the bottom of the 5th inning. Here comes Mary Riley to lead things off for the Twins. She's going to ground that one. Not necessarily the fastest of players. Go to first. 1 away. Amanda Hellerman now comes to the batter's box. Oh, I think she wants to hit it far. Let's see what happens. And swinging a miss, strike 1. Just a little bit too outside for her reach.
Come on, Mike. You gotta get 3 runs at least. Beat the AI.
Uh-oh. That one's foul. I was so excited.
That was crushed, just foul.
Oh, my goodness. The 0-2 pitch. This one's high. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Here comes Lofton now. He's going to keep power on. He wants some runs. Just kidding. He's going to hit a lot. Just kidding. Yes, just kidding again. He's going to hit a grounder. Shouldn't be too hard. Fouled back.
You can see the wheels spinning in Mike's brain right now.
The poor man. Looks at ball 1. Good eye there from Mike. Johnson now. Ooh, this is good. This is good right here. Oh, that's well placed. She's got to beat the throw from Sally. Sally's throw isn't really much of a throw. And Kenny Lofton is at first base with 2 out. There comes another fast player, Maynard McElroy. Here's the pitch. Outside, low. That's another ground ball. Let's see if everyone can make it in time. Yes! What a slide there from Kenny Lofton. Great base running. For some reason, Billie Jean was excited about that one. He saw that little hop right before it switched back to home plate view. Francis Bluer. Fly ball. Left field. Well hit. Going back is Ricky Johnson. He's there. He has room. That's 3 outs.
Oh, that was close.
Oh, man. I was getting really excited. All right. Top now of the 6th. Here comes Tony Del Vecchio, who's had a pretty good day today. Double and a single. Strike 1 from Francis Bluer, who has a strikeout already. He's thinking about where he wants to hit it. It's going to be low for ball 1. This one's a lot more hittable. He's going to foul it back.
We got to get Ricky another aluminum power bat at bat.
Another hittable ball, but he's going to hit this one just past Bluer. Tony is not the fastest, but he can make it if he tries. And he is just barely out at first. 1 away. Dmitry Petrovic now. He's thinking. He's writing down. This is exactly what's going to happen. Uh-oh, he's looking to hit one out. High and right down the middle, but still high. Takes a practice swing. Takes another practice swing. Francis Bluer looks. The pitch. That's a screwball. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So finally, the power-up pitch pays off for the Twins here.
Just a little bit too early on that one. Got a little too excited.
Bluer. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled back. 2-2 now.
Might have swung at ball 3 there.
Dmitry is going to try and get on base here. Doesn't want to slap it out of the park. He's going to fly that one over to left. They run into each other. Goes past him. That's a ground rule double for Dmitry Petrovic. And now there's a person on second with 1 down.
And the replay likes to show the kids failing again.
That is just maniacal. Here's Billie Jean. Good eye, ball 1. Billie Jean is another player they buffed for 2005. Though it's still relatively hard to hit a home run with her, surprisingly. Obviously not as hard as it is to hit a home run with her in this game, but still. The pitch. Low and outside, ball 2. Bluer. That was going to be grounded over past Bluer, but McElroy's got it. Throw to first. Petrovic is going to try and leg it out. Falls over. That might be a double play for the Twins. Got him in a pickle. He might be able to slide back, though. Stands up, in fact. And he's safe at second, avoids a double play. I love Mello's backstory for the scoreboard operator. He's the local bully's father who laughs maniacally every time he shows a child humiliating themselves. That's Lord, that's dark. It's ball 1.
Would not surprise me if that's actually the truth.
My goodness. Fouled back. It was a little, tried to go for the line drive, but it ate some grass there. Well, who's the local bully? That's a great question now that I think about it. Bot fly. McElroy's got an easy catch right there, and he makes the easy catch. 10-0 is the Blue Jays' final scoring record. But now the Twins are going to see if they can, at the very least, get 3 runs and beat the Blue Jays in their half of the game. Starting things off for the bottom half of the 6th is Jillian Payne. Yes, alas, Ricky Johnson is done for the day.
No.
Really excited. Jillian Payne with the fly ball into left. Well hit. Crockett. Off of Crockett's head. Oh, but what a catch! What a catch by Lisa Crockett.
Wow,
this
what a
is
catch.
just heartbreaking to watch on Mike's side, but that is just some great AI defense right there. Another way to say bad RNG. Porter, who doesn't have a hit yet this entire season, still doesn't. 2 away. But here comes Raquel Cullen. Cullen's going to go for a homer. See what happens. Uh-oh. Sharply hit down the left field line. That's going to be a base hit. So Raquel Cullen continues her hot streak. She's going for second. She's going back to first. And she's got 1 on with 2 out. Who is coming up after her? That's the question. It's Linda Potter. And she is also going for power.
Interesting choice here.
Linda is not the best with the power bat, but with desperate times call for desperate measures, I assume. Fouled back. 0-2 now.
Sticking with power, even though if 2 strikes.
He really wants these runs. Hey, I've hit a home run with Reese Worthington in the game. Anything's possible. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So that'll end things here today. Final score is Blue Jays 10, Twins -2. Uh-oh. Maybe we get what's happening here? We got a bunt from Kenny Lofton. All right, Kenny Lofton is at first now. Oh boy. We get to see Kenny Lofton steals second. Oh my goodness. Maybe the Twins will get a run. I'm so excited. That's a blooper by Jillian Payne. Uh-oh. Catch it. Off of Billie Jean Blackwood's ponytail. Throw home. And there's a run for the Twins.
Lofton getting it done for the AI Twins.
Some good stuff there for the AI Twins. Already easy pop fly. Uh-oh. Don't like to see those late game jitters there from Eauxps here. That shouldn't be too hard though. Easy catch for Randy Johnson. And there we go. Final score legitimately. Blue Jays 9, Twins -2. So, turns out that having fun has overcome playing for realsies. Which actually, I am trying so hard. Question Monkey, you have no idea. That one was kind of a heartbreaker because I really wanted to see Mike come out of his shell after winning last week's game. You know, there's definitely a lot of potential in Mike's play, but you know, I still think there's a few kinks that he needs to work on before he can really excel. I think he just needs a little bit more practice in my book.
Yeah, I definitely think that there's a lot of potential. He's definitely really good at pitching, it seems like, for the most part. I know he's doing really
Oh yeah.
well.
You didn't even see how many strikeouts Hellerman had for him.
Yeah, he's been doing really well with Hellerman. I think he had 13 Ks or 13 strikeouts in
Last week.
So, you know, definitely
Got
has
him pitcher of
potential.
the week awards, yeah.
And got to, you know, the offense, you know, gotta have some, you know, more batting practice. And I think also, you know, having your first season, sometimes the team that you're drafting, sometimes you don't necessarily draft the best team for your skill set because you're still trying to figure out all the ins and outs of the league. So
Just trying to figure out all the ins and out of the game as well.
that's for
There's
sure.
some things you don't know about the game until you start playing in the league. Like I didn't know that clicking the ball did not mean shit until I actually got in the league.
But now that's actually something that funny you brought that up.
Oh
Visory
yeah,
just made
Visory
it
made a mod for
possible
it.
that
Yeah,
that the like you can change the files or whatever. I don't know exactly what he did, but clicking the ball has some impact. So that might be implemented in some capacity in the
that'd be
future.
cool.
I
That
don't
would
know
be very
exactly
cool.
with what or whatever, but just there's a chance.
That'd be very fun.
But thanks
Well,
everyone
that is a
for coming, and thanks Alex for pushing through the pain and the sickness. I know you've been wanting
ah,
to come on the last couple of weeks, but had some
I
IRL
know.
difficulties. But so happy that you were able to come on for one of these.
Thank you. I'm gonna need some NyQuil now. This is much needed. But yes, congratulations to Oops on your first win of the season of the 01 season at the very least. But yeah, great game from good effort from both teams. But the Blue Jays come up on top here tonight. Stay tuned here at Backyard Sports Center for hopefully the football championship tomorrow. We'll see what happens. We've been scheduling has been kind of an issue for the football online league, but we do have a tournament set for that. It's we got Loba, Stay Safe, B-Ball, and some other guy named Alex. I don't know if you heard of him. But it's the four of those guys are going to go head to head. You're going to see who's going to be the best football online player of the year of our Lord 2022. I'm
I'm
really
really
looking
looking
forward
forward.
to it
Yeah, I'm really
if
looking
we
forward to
ever get the
that.
chance to play it. Yeah,
Just
but
from a spectator perspective, I'm excited to see that.
oh yeah, very exciting stuff. Yeah, I know it's 2023, but the season happened in 2022 to 2023 season. That's what it is. Gosh, it's so weird when the season happens in 2 years. I just classify it by the year the championship takes place in. Except if it's football. Football's way too close to the start of the year.
Yeah,
But enough about me. Enough about other stuff. Thanks for watching, everyone. Uh, if you haven't subscribed to Backyard Sports Center, give it a shot. Why don't you? And if you haven't followed, why don't you give us a follow as well? For everyone here at Backyard Sports Center, for Nate, this is Alex. We're signing off. Have a good night. I'm gonna get some NyQuil.
make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well, where all stream replays will be on there if you missed this one. So look for make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel for any content that we might have.